Uy, throwback ulit tayo today and hawak natin right now is the Google Pixel 6. Ang dami sa inyo nag-request kung pwede natin i-review mga older generation na Pixel dahil hindi naman natin tao kaya bumili ng brand new. So, I got this from UKDB Gadgets as a second-hand na device, ang Google Pixel 6. So, in this video, alamin natin kung sulit pa ba tong phone na ito this 2025. So, don't you go away after this quick intro. Now, si Google Pixel 6 na may 8 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage, nabili ko to sa UKDB Gadgets for 10,000 pesos. And meron din siya 8256 which is priced at 12,000 pesos. More details on the description box below. Now, one of the good things na gusto ko dito is retro ka na design. Makita mo, nandyan pa rin yung kanyang buo na camera bump, which looks like yung shade na ni Cyclops sa X-Men. And another thing na gusto ko rin dito sa kanya, pag nilapag mo sa table, hindi siya magwo-wobble dahil sa kanyang design. Dahil buo ang kanyang camera bump. I like the combination ng orange and peach, looks very refreshing kahit 2025. And matte finish ang kanyang size, which definitely is okay sa akin. This one comes with the IP68 dust and water resistance, which is definitely in pa rin this coming 2025. Nung unang labas nito, it's Android version 12, and right now, it's already Android version 15. So, updated ka up to Android version 15. And another good news, pwede ka maglagay ng eSIM dito. And after yung kanyang latest update, kaya na mag-support ng 5G, be it Globe or Smart or dito. Now, alam naman natin this one comes together with the Google Tensor, one of the older chip na meron ni Google. And one of the weakness nitong chip na ito is medyo mainit siya. Though it was quite powerful back in the days and it was able to give me a 675,000 points sa Antutu benchmark. Ito ang kanyang breakdown scores. 2,100 kanyang loop score and 46% ang kanyang stability. Ito ang score niya sa CPU benchmarking sa Geekbench. Ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Like I told you kanina, mainit-init tong chip na ito and it throttled to 55% ang kanyang best performance. Now, one of the things na napansin ko dito sa phone na ito is may kabigatan siya. At 2,100 grams, it's a bit heavy. 4,640 mAh ang kanyang battery, so it's not that big. And it can support up to 30 watts of fast charging, so okay naman siya. Charging from 0 to 100 takes a little bit above an hour and a half, which I think is just okay for an older phone. Now, surprisingly, itong phone na ito was able to last me a whole day, even though na medyo luma na to. But I think yung kanyang first owner nito medyo maalaga. And nung sinalang ko to sa battery stress test ng PC Mark, surprisingly, it's still a 12 hours and 17 minutes, under 50% brightness and 60 Hz screen refresh rate. Now, pag-usapan natin ng display. This one has a 6.4-inch na AMOLED display with a 90 Hz screen refresh rate. It's being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus and meron siya 84% na screen-to-body ratio. Now, one thing to notice kanya is hindi manipis ang kanyang bezel dahil this is a older phone and ang kanyang baba medyo makapal pa. But one thing to like naman dito sa phone na ito is maganda ang kanyang display. It's a older generation pero ang kanyang display is quite good. Browsing on social media dito, expect mo na okay naman siya. Snappy pa rin naman, 90 Hz screen refresh rate. Wala kang maging problema dito as long as maganda naman yung internet connection. If you're watching videos naman dito, though for me personally, medyo nabitin ako kasi medyo smaller ang kanyang screen. But it's more of a compact na smartphone dahil 6.4-inch lang kanyang display. And honestly, watching videos dito was quite good. Yung kanyang display was punchy, sharp ang kanyang colors, and may enjoy mo naman talaga mga pinapanood mo dito. Now, itong phone ito has stereo speaker, isa sa ilalim and the other one's coming dito sa earpiece. Check lang natin kung malakas pa rin ba siya this 2025. Seriously speaking, not bad pa rin ka ng speaker. Quite okay, quite loud pa rin ka ng sound and may enjoy mo siya if you're listening to music dito sa phone na ito. Now, I did play 2 games dito, Call of Duty Mobile and Farlight 84. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, expect mo na okay naman, kaya-kaya na mag-perform dito, wala kang maging problema. And setting to the settings na pinakita ko sa inyo kanina, I was able to enjoy this game. Though, medyo nabibitin lang ako siguro sa kanyang size, but the sound was quite okay, the touch response was okay. Wala akong na-feel na frame rush along the way and playing for 30 minutes. Though, I would say na medyo mainit siya. Umabot ako na roughly 45 minutes after 30 minutes of gameplay. Pagdating sa Farlight 84, the first 15 minutes was okay. So, after playing for mga 15 minutes, medyo umiinit din ang laban, medyo uminit na rin ang phone. So, pansin ko, there's quite some lags along the way nung medyo umiinit na siya. And the touch response was okay. Wala ko nang problema sa kanya. Doon napansin ko, nung medyo mainit ang bakbakan, nung naglalabanan kami for the first place, doon ko napansin na medyo nadidelay ng aking action. So, I would recommend you to lower down ka ng graphical settings to give you a little bit better gameplay. After 30 minutes, 46 degrees Celsius. Napag-usapan natin right now is ang kanang camera. Is it still good for this 2025? Starting off with a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 12MP na ultra-wide lens with 114 degrees na field of view. This one can let you shoot up to 4K and 60. And ang front-facing camera is a 8MP which can let you shoot up to 1080 and 30. Now, one of the surprising factor dito sa Pixel 6 ni Google is that kaya pa rin niya mag-take in some good photos. Even though that this is quite a few generation older na Pixel phone, pag tinignan naman natin on some outdoor shot, you'll be able to get some really nice snap from this phone. Yung kahit mga simpleng shot just like this one, makita mo sharp na sharp pa rin ang building and you get nothing less than good snap from this phone. Kahit itong medyo gloomy shot na ito, I would say na still good pa rin ang snap ko. If you're trying to take some greens naman, masasabi ko sa inyo na it's a little bit saturated, yes, pero maganda naman ka na pagka-saturate. And kahit na medyo umuulan, gloomy din ang weather, I was still able to get some nice snap from this phone. If you're just simply walking around, makakuha ka ng some nice snap just like this one. And tinry naman natin ka ng ultra-wide shot. This is how it looks like. Normal. And 2 times. Pag zoom mo ng 2 times, you'll still be able to read some of this text dito pag zoomin mo siya. If you try to focus on indoor, makakuha ka ng some good, nice na food photography from this phone. I was quite surprised na kahit this is a older phone ni Google, I was still able to get some nice snap dito sa kanyang camera, taking some food shot. And though there are times sa pansin ko medyo mas darker siya ng kunti, but this is still better than some of the cameras ng mga mid-range phone from this year. If you're trying to take some gown shot naman, makakuha ka ng magandang details pa rin sa mga beads niya. Kung kumukuha ka naman sa LED shots naman dito, okay naman, intact na intact pa rin mga ilaw. If you're trying to take some shots naman sa loob ng coffee shop, okay naman siya. Now, if you're outdoor trying to take a snap, I would say na hindi lang ganun kaganda ang kanyang front-facing camera. Probably medyo mas softer na siya for 2025. Yan lang siguro ang observation ko dito sa kanyang camera. Though it's still very decent pa rin and it can still outperform many mid-rangers out there today, mga shots ko, not so bad, no? Pero hindi, not to my liking lang naman siya. Pero if you're indoor naman, expect mo soft din ang mga photos na makukuha mo. Though except siguro kung medyo maganda ng lighting konti, makakuha ka ng some nice decent snap. This is probably one of the better ones na nakuha ko from this front-facing camera sa indoor. Now, if you're using the front-facing camera vlogging, pansin ko medyo namumuti ako konti dito. One thing to notice dito sa kanya is that smooth pa rin ang kanyang camera. Now, if you're using the rear camera, okay din siya, no? I was able to get this nice video naman. The resolution is not so bad, and I would say na okay pa rin siya for 2025. Even if you want to start vlogging, kaya na itong camera na ito. Now guys, ano masasabi ko sa Google Pixel 6 this 2025? Honestly, I would say na kaya pa rin niya lumaban this 2025. Giving me really good photos sa kanyang rear camera. It was still able to give you some nice, decent na front-facing shot, though it's not the best. Pagdating sa gaming, if you're playing mga MM, mga PUBG, mga Call of Duty Mobile, wala kaming problema dito. But siguro the moment na sinala mo mga AAA games, medyo mahirapan to phone na ito. Pagdating sa display, it's still good for 2025. And ang kanyang design, I still love it this 2025. Okay guys, would you still consider this phone this 2025? Let me know in the comments kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan ko ito binili. I got it from UKDB Gadgets, which you can check on the description box below kung paano mo sila makokontak. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.